Hello and welcome back to Prov 356. Today we're going to do some testing. This is episode number 12 on the Appalachia map, but we're going to do some testing. As you can see, I'm in creative mode. So, in order to do the testing, one of the things I want to do is I want to find the difference between Appalachia creatures and regular creatures. So, I'll be touching on some other mods that I use, but today we're mainly focusing on the Appalachia creature mod, the denizens. Item spawn, Appa. Okay, so actually creature spawn, Appa. All these different creatures in the Appalachia mod. Now there is a creature called the Appalachiosaurus. I don't know about this creature. I've not seen this creature in the wild. The image looks like a Ceratosaurus, but there's already an Appalachiosaurus right here. So there's also not creatures on here that I know that I've seen, like the special fish out in the water. Also, I don't see the raccoon. So those may be specific to the map and not just to the mod, because there's two different mods. There's the Appalachia map, and then there's the Appalachia Kaluga's Appalachian denizens. Both are made by the same person, and one is supposed to be the Appalachian variety of creatures. But we want to see what is the difference between the different creatures. So we need an Appalachia parasaur. We want it to be level 1, so that way it has no points in anything. We do not want it to be imprinted. And spawn dinosaur. And then we want a level 1 regular parasaur. We do not want an imprint. We want it to be the exact same as the other, both female. Spawn creature. Okay, so you guys did not spawn with saddles. So not that. I need parasaur saddle. Crafting. We need regular saddle, and we need the Appalachia saddle. So put you on, and then get you right next to the other one. Take that saddle off. Get on you. Oh, you can use a regular saddle on an Appalachia creature. Nice. Okay. No, you can't. Wait, I thought the Appalachia one had like spikes and stuff on it. Maybe he changed it. Okay, so here's the two different creatures. Two different parasaurs. We got the regular parasaur. We got the Appalachia parasaur. Now, right now they have traits. Because they have traits, that means their stats are not going to be the exact same. So we need to remove the trait. Remove the trait, tenacious. Now the reason I'm using, this is a different gene scanner. This is another mod. Editing Prov, put this mod up on the map, on the screen. This is improved gene scanner. It lets you pull the genes from any creature, just like the regular one. But what it also does is lets you salvage them, convert them into points. And so, if you have enough points, let's just put, and also you could just do it as multiple times as you want. So if you have enough points up here that you salvage points from catching wild ones that you don't want them. And so if you have level 1 points, which we have 3, 10, and 1, so we could put this, transfer this over here. Then we could upgrade this with the points that we have right here. So we could upgrade that. Now it's a level 2. And because I have points in the tier 2 upgrade, I could upgrade that again to a level 3. So if I wanted to get another level 3, I would have to salvage some more level 2 points. This is from the mod Improved Gene Storage. But we do not want them to have any kind of traits, any kind of genes, because we want them to be basically the same. Now I have to pick them up, and I'm picking them up with the Dino Depot mod, editing prof, put that up on the screen. But we're putting them back down. This will be for testing later. We're putting them back down, so this will reset their stats to what they are now. So now they have their stats are reapplied according to their removed genes that we removed. Now, so what are we looking at? Well, because of a mod called Sprinkles Plus, we can see these numbers here: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, I wanted to test this here. Wanted to see if their feces was the same. Medium and medium. Yes. So both of them drop medium feces, the Appalachia parasaur and the regular parasaur. Now, on these creatures, I have the beaver on me, right? I thought I had the beaver on me. Oh. Hey, Snot Licker, come here. Let me get the beaver. Okay, so what does those zeros mean in their inventory? Here you have 3 sets of zeros. Now this is because I can see their stats because of a mod called Sprinkles Plus. It's made by that YouTuber, not made, but commissioned by that YouTuber Syntac, or however he says his name. Each one of those means different things, and we'll see that if we look into our beaver. So in our beaver here we have 24 points. These points to the far left, the 36, the 41, the 29, the 36, the 43, and the 31. These points are the ones they're born with. These are when you get any wild creature. Let's go out here and look at something with a spyglass. Okay, so here we have a bear. And with this spyglass, super spyglass mod, I can see what points they are born with. That one has 11 points in health, 9 in stamina, 24 in food, 14 in oxygen, 14 in weight, 7 in melee. Now you also see that it has 0 points in the speed because I have that turned off. And I'm supposed to be able to see the traits with this, but it's not showing up. So we do have a gene scanner, so I can look at it this way and see that it has a mutatable food gene. Now we don't want a mutatable food gene, so I'm not even going to bother with that guy. So anyways, we can see what stats they're born with. That's this far left. That can change. Like 29 points on oxygen on a beaver is a waste of points. So if I was looking for the best beaver I would try to find one with high points in the ones that I've mutated. Because beavers' oxygen does not matter. That shouldn't even be there because they don't lose oxygen in the water. Now you see that this beaver has 254 points here, 254 points here, and 254 points here. Every time you have a mutation, it applies 2 points. These over here are in the red is their mutations. These in the middle, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3. That's how many points I've applied. See, if I apply 3 points to that, it went up from 3 to 6. If I apply 2 to this, it goes up from 4 to 6. So this middle number, the green number, is the stats that I have applied from its levels. So both of these have zeros all the way across the board. That's why we removed their traits so that it wouldn't affect any of their numbers. So both of these are exactly the same level. Their colors are not the same, which we can also see, not with that, with our super spyglass. They're going across the top right underneath their little blinking icon. It shows the number of the colors in each region. Now it shows that it has 6 regions. It shows that one has 6 regions. And then if I use another mod, the mod that I use for server management for me and my wife's server, I can actually change. Nope. This is how I can actually change. Oh, so I can't change the color on creatures I haven't hatched. Interesting. Because like this beaver, one that I have bred up, if I wanted to, nope, The dino color thing is missing. Did it get removed? Yeah, it's not there. Okay, well, you used to be able to change the color of the dinos with this mod. Admin manager, admin editing prof put it up there. This right here is the interface. Yeah, I don't see the dino. Oh, there it is. Did he really put it in here? Okay, so it's been removed from. It used to be on this scroll wheel, and you could change the dino's colors. But I guess I got to do it like this now. Go here, and then come down here, and go like this. No dino targeted. Please be sure you are targeting a dino. Oh, now it's back. Oh, so it's not on if you hit backspace. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So now it's colors that we could access its colors right here. And we could change any color. But the only problem with this is down here they register by number, but up here they do not. So we could try to get them the exact same color. So let's go here and do. So color region 0 is 51, 64, 51 and 64. So let's change these guys' colors to the exact same color. So this one we want to be 51. This one we want to be 64. And then what's your other colors? 98, 23, 98. Nope. Get out of the spyglass. 98, 23, 98, 8. So 98, 23, 98, and 8. Okay, so they have the same exact colors applied to them. But as you could see, I didn't change any colors on the Appalachian one. So it doesn't look like the Appalachian dinos color regions change at all. They're locked into place. But to be safe, let's pick this guy up and put him back down. Pick this girl up and put her back down and see if that applies the changes that we just did. No. So the Appalachian creatures, their color regions do not change. So that's 0.1 difference between the two. Let's see if their stats changed any. Okay. So it has 200 in health, 450 in stamina. The Appalachian one has 200 in health and 450 in stamina. 150 in oxygen and 1500 in food. 150 in oxygen and 1500 in food. 480 in weight, 175 in melee. 480 in weight and 175 in melee. So their stats are the same. But that doesn't mean that the stats are exactly the same. So let's put a saddle on you. And I know this isn't going to be scientific, but we're gonna do a little speed test and see if there's a difference with their speed. Now, come on, beaver, get out of the way. Over here. Come over here with the bird. Okay, so this isn't going to be too scientific, but if there's a little difference, it shouldn't matter. If there's a big difference, we'll be able to tell it. So we're going to get right here at this window with our tail sticking through the wall, and I'm just going to run straight across to that one right there. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. So it took us 6 seconds to run to this window right here. So let's try that with the Appalachia creature. Like I said, this isn't too scientific. I'm not using a timer. I'm counting it, but I'm removing a lot of other variables by simply starting and stopping from the same spot. Now, if it's a big difference, we'll be able to tell in this small area. If it's a little difference, we'll have to go a larger area to be able to tell the difference. But if it's a little difference, 1 Mississippi. Wait, I gotta hold down shift. Okay. And I wasn't in third person with the other one, so 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So it took us 3 seconds to run across our yard with the Appalachia creature, and it took us 5 seconds with the regular parasaur. So that is a huge difference. Short term, it'd be a larger difference over a long term. A long range, not term. So another difference is their saddles. That one has that leather going up over its forehead and around its whatever that's called, the horn, the resonance chamber, whatever. And it's got leather going all around the back, kind of like some kind of armor. And it's got 2 rings. And oh, that one has 2 rings also. So this one has, the saddles themselves look almost similar. That one's back is a little bit higher, but this one doesn't have the leather going down the tail or over the horn, or the leather around the neck. So that's not how the saddle looked when we first started the Appalachian map. If you don't remember, I said something about the saddle in episode 1. That's different than it was then, but that's fine. It's alright. Like this Carno saddle, the Parasaur saddle looked more like this Carno saddle where it looked like it was plated. So, the only difference seems to be the speed. Numerically, all their stats look the same, but there could be something else in a play here. So, let's go give resources. Give resources. Is that still? Yeah, there it is. This should give me some of every bit of resource. And so what we'll do is we'll put half this wood on you. Put half this wood on you. So they don't get a benefit in weight on wood. Actually, let's just do half of everything and see if it gets half resources, if it has any kind of weight debuff for any kind of resource. Because some creatures do in regular Ark have weight reductions for certain resources, and I just want to see if there's a difference, if there's any difference at all for the Appalachian variety and the regular variety. Now the reason I'm testing this today, the reason I'm looking into this, is because a commenter told me that they have no problems with that their version of the Appalachia map is not laggy. And right now it doesn't feel laggy. Well, slightly laggy. Like when I turn, it feels like it's lagging a little bit. And then like look at this, the dust that I'm kicking up is like a greenish bluish color instead of being a dust color. But I'm really in my base, so I can't really tell how laggy it is. But out here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a lagginess to it. And it's not as bad as it was in the last couple of days, the last time I played. So maybe she, whoever it is, because they've been posting in the Discord that they're making changes to the map. But we'll fly around a little bit today and also look at some of the map. But right now we're focusing on the differences between the creatures. Somebody posted a comment. If you can, editing prov, try to put that comment up on the screen. That they removed the Appalachia creature mod, and it reduced the lagginess. It removed the lagginess. That's not going to remove these guys. These guys are the map bosses. So you got, Goliath fish, Gormand, Crocodile, Thunderbirds, Argentavis, Mothman, Snow Owl, and somebody said I pronounced it wrong. Chupacabra. Okay, I said it correct. I won't say it correct again this episode. So, you got your Cuba Choppa Ravager. And those are world bosses. So they won't be removed if we remove the Appalachia creatures. Just these creatures. I don't know if it'll also remove... If it will also remove the special fish and like the raccoons. But they're not listed on here. The raccoon and the specialty fish, they're not listed on here. So I'll read through some of these. Some of these I haven't seen at all. Appalachia Carnotaurus, we have one of those. Appalachia Cave Bear, we haven't seen one of those. Appalachia Ceratosaurus, we have one of those. Appalachia Diabear, we have one of those. Appalachia Elasmothorium. I have not seen one of those. It's not the woolly rhino. Here's the woolly rhino. So let's spawn one of those in. And let's spawn one of these. And let's not spawn this in our base, because that might attack us. And that could have attacked us. We probably shouldn't have done it. There's a Appalachia Gigantoraptor. Appalachia Iguanodon. Appalachia Mammoth. Now, I have seen mammoths, but I also have seen a mastodon. I'm pretty sure it said mastodon. Appalachia Megalosaurus. We have one of those. Appalachia Parasaur. We started off with one of those. It was camo. Appalachian Woolly Rhino. Let's get one of those to see the difference between what this is and this one up here. Appalachia Chalatherium. Appalachiosaurus. Let's get one of these. And then an Appalachia Wild Horse. So now let's get their counterparts. So now we need Equus. EQ? U? Is it EQU? Let's get one of those to see the difference. And then Woolly Rhino. Get one of those. I did just see a gray wolf. That's an Appalachia creature, so that wasn't listed on the Appalachia creatures mod thing. Actually, we can do this. Creature spawn. Okay, so it's not under that. So let's go. Let's go here and go Appalachia. These are all the mods that I have. They're not all active, but these are all the mods. Additional Ascended. Consumables, okay. Okay, back. Saddles. Deinosuchus. Back. Raccoon hide. Megalosaurus floor mount. Therizina claws, ceratovenom spine, structures, miscellaneous, trophy floor mount, trophy wall mount. I didn't know those was here. Okay, so let's get these creatures lined up so we can see the differences between the different ones. Okay, so there's the two parasaurs. So let's get the let's do the horses over here. This is an Appalachia horse. And then so here's the Appalachia horse, here's the Equus. The Appalachia horse is smaller. A lot smaller. Can I ride you without a saddle? I can ride you without a saddle. And I can ride a regular Equus without a saddle. And then let's see. I thought we also spawned in an Appalachiosaurus. Maybe I didn't. Okay, so let's find the regular woolly rhino. And put him over here. And give me your saddle. Let's find the Appalachia woolly rhino. That's not it, right here. And put it right there. And then let's find this Appalachia estostonia or Elasomoniatherium. What a name. And put it right there. So the Eslorothotherium is much larger than the Appalachia woolly rhino, but the Appalachia woolly rhino is smaller than the regular woolly rhino. So it looks like you are taller, your humpback is taller, and your horn is definitely huge. And you don't have two horns, you only have one. But the Appalachia woolly rhino has two horns, but its horns are more curved than the regular woolly rhino. But you got a huge old horn, don't you there, guy? Are your face structures the same? Yeah, your face structures are the same. Your ears are a bit more pointy than their ears. But that might just be the size difference. You got a huge horn there, don't you? Compared to the other one, but yours is more robust compared to his. Alright, so there's some differences in Appalachian creatures and regular creatures. So they're faster. The Appalachian creatures are faster. Their size difference, that means there would be a turning radius difference. So the turning radius on this guy would be different than this guy. But we can test it real quick. The way I'm going to test it is I'm just going to get right here at this plant. And I'm going to hold the camera all the way to the left and start walking in a circle. So it can stay in pretty much its own shadow. What about you, Appalachia parasaur? Can you stay in your own saddle? I mean, in your own shadow? No, you cannot. Oh my goodness, your turning radius is massive compared to the other one. So their turning radiuses are different also. So you'd have to figure out which ones you like best. Alright, so there's the difference. That's the differences I wanted to see. What if there was any differences between Appalachian creatures and regular creatures. Stat-wise, there's no difference. Their numbers are the same. But we know that's not all the way true. Wait, do you have a speed stat when I pick you up with the Dino Depot? You do have a speed stat. An Appalachian one is 166.1 and a regular one is 166.1. However, there was a visible difference. It took us 5 seconds to cross the yard with a regular parasaur, and it took us 3 seconds with the Appalachia parasaurs. So that means the Appalachia parasaur is bigger, yes, but that wouldn't change its speed. So Appalachian creatures are faster. I didn't notice a weight difference in... Okay, so you was 100. You was the same on both, but let's check stone. Maybe it's different. I don't think so. Okay, so now some other things I wanted to test on this map was... well, first I want to spawn in that Appalachiosaurus and see what it is, because I've not seen those things in the wild. Or we're going to spawn it outside the base, just in case. Just in case. Creature spawn. Appalachiosaurus. Where are you at? Right here. So this is an Appalachiosaurus. So it's got horns similar to a Carno. It's got the head of like an aloe. It's got like, I mean, you're kind of cool looking, buddy. You got okay stats for the distribution. I haven't seen these in the wild. Kind of cool guy. If I see one, we're going to have to tame one because that's a cool looking dino. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I'm even going to keep the Appalachian mod on this Appalachian creature mod on this map. So the only difference between Appalachian creatures and regular creatures is appearance, and the Appalachian creatures move faster. That's all that I have found. But thank you all for joining us. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, post a comment down below. Tell us your thoughts on the differences of the Appalachian creatures and the regular creatures. Tell us your thoughts on the map. I didn't explore underwater. I did find some dangerous caves because they teleport you up. But I didn't find any dangerous as far as critters. And then, above all else, people, above all else, trust in the Lord.